It's a fantastic afternoon, and I can't wait to spill out all the juicy gossip. Welcome, my besties. Best believe if it's trending, we are talking about it. I mean, like I used to say, it's not small gossip, keep person now. So we are the host of the show, and I'm God's Beauty Israel, aka the Lady Vibe.
And I'm your favorite baddie, Oni Luana. So yeah, how are you doing today?
I am
beauty?
fine. How are you? We didn't do this. How are you, my love?
I'm great. I'm kind of really excited today because I feel like the topics are going to be something we can really just dive into and have like a good chat on.
I agree.
So, yeah.
But how you doing? I love your afro. Jeez. I was telling you, Chiba was telling you that you didn't give me this memo, and it's so unfair, but I mean, you look good.
Thank you.
You look good. But tell me, how was it like coming to the studio today? Was it chaotic? Because, bro, did you see the videos of those flood?
I can't lie, no.
Huh.
I did not.
You did.
I didn't know.
You need to go and check it out. Like,
it wasn't
people vehicles were floating.
Oh wow!
I'm not joking.
What area is this?
Like, it was more on the mainland, but also on the island too.
Wow.
I think some part that
I can't lie. It's been raining like mad. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't that, except for the fact that my driver was late to come and
buses on this one.
So apart from that, like, it was fine.
I feel you. I mean, it was okay. So I didn't do a lot of movement, right? So I'm not particularly affected by the whole flood thing. But I'm just feeling for the people who are, because I mean, when I saw those videos and I saw how like vehicles were just stuck on the water and all of that. They could not move. They're not going front. They're not going back. They're just there. So imagine I have an appointment for about probably $1 billion something. Like, do you get what I mean? A very serious appointment that I can't miss. So because of the whole issue of flooding and all of that, I won't go there. I'm very sure a lot of, if not that, some people are just personal people that will not want to come to the media space to say anything. I'm very sure so many people must have lost one thing or the other. Apart from the fact that you have your car spoiled, probably issues around going to meet a mechanic and all of that. I'm very sure some people would definitely be losing a what do you call that now? A client or something. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think this is just me speaking to every government officials out there that has anything to do with road construction. I think it's time for you guys to start working on. You guys need to be on your toes. Honestly speaking, if you watch those videos, you'll be as pissed as I am. I'm not joking.
Sorry,
you will be. But I mean, this is we taking a quick break. Coming back, we have On the Street of Social Media. Please stay with us.
So thanks for sticking with us. We're just going to quickly dive right into what we have on the streets of social media. So first up, I wanted to use this as Uber so I could feed my family, says man who gave testimony in church that God surprised him with a car he stole on his first day at work. So so there's this man who obviously he got a new job. He went to work. He stole his madam's car with like her laptop, like everything in the car. He stole it and then took this car to his pastor and gave a testimony in church that God actually blessed him with this car to go and do Uber for his family. But you know what, anyways, let's just watch the video and let's see what this man has to say because I was very shocked.
My name is Amos Daniel.
Amos what?
Amos Daniel.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
Okay.
You are 36?
Yes.
Where do you live, please?
I live around Ooja.
Ojo? Yes. Are you single, married?
I'm married.
Are you a discharged soldier?
No, I'm not a soldier. I'm just a civilian.
You are just a civilian.
What do you do for a living?
No, I was employed as a driver, so...
Let him explain himself. Okay, just tell us. Can you tell us why you are here?
I was employed as a driver. Then I took my madam car to go and give testimony in the church that I bought a car. That this is what God has done for me.
Sorry, you took car or you stole car? Use English. I can take anybody's car. What happened?
No, I took the car to church.
Did
I
you
was
steal
employed.
it?
Yes,
I
yes.
was employed. The first day I was employed.
Yeah, the first day,
Give us the story.
the first day I was employed, I took the car to, I stole the car and take it to my pastor and tell my pastor, this is what God has done for me.
What was the motive behind that? Why did
Not-
you act that way?
I wanted to use it for Uber.
Okay, you wanted to. What you didn't buy, you wanted to use for Uber. So
So
now
use
that
for
you've been caught, how do you feel?
It's very bad.
See, when were you employed and when did you steal? When the date?
Just a day after.
Which month?
No,
Which
it's just,
one?
it's roughly 10 days now, just 10 days from now.
Which date? You know the day where you start work and the day where you go to give testimony.
Between 23 to 24 this month,
Is
last
it-
month.
Is it the first time you're doing this?
Yeah,
Because
it's first time. I've never done it before. I've
Why
never.
do you
what
do that?
drove you? What drove you?
The auntie wanted to travel. I wanted to use it for 4 days to look for.
2, 1, take.
So yeah, I mean, obviously, after watching this video, I don't know if I should laugh or if I should be seriously concerned because, like, Nigerians would never cease to amaze me. But like before, like I give my full comments and full thoughts on this, like I just want to hear like what you have to say because, like, what?
So there are many how do I put that now? This particular story is connected to so many things. We have the church part, we have the economic part, and we have his part, right?
Yeah.
So starting from the church part, because I mean, although I say starting from his part, like did they give you a job? Like the first day at work, your boss trusts you, and you know when they have scrutinized you and all of that, and you feel like, okay, you're the best person for this job, and they give you that job with the
First
mindset that
day,
you're going to
like-
do well, with the mindset that you be a very good person and all of that. It's that same day you decide to do, you decide to steal. It's that same day you collected her car. So she was traveling,
like,
yeah.
you must be bold.
She, honestly,
Boldness.
so you collected her car, then you decided in your head, like, how is it the first day that you just decided in your head that I want to use this car to do Uber, like, so that you can feed your family. That's number one. Number two, after you've collected this car, you now went to do, what's the name now? You went to tell your pastor in the church.
Yeah.
You went to do testimony. Wow, nice one. Good, everybody. What do they call that now? Praise the Lord, everybody. The God that answered by fire, He has answered me, and He gave me a car that is
I'm
not your own.
screaming.
A car that is not your own. Like, I don't understand. Now, this is where the church part comes in. You know, remember when we are having a conversation yesterday, I said something around the fact that nowadays our pastors no longer preach religious, they no longer preach salvation, they no longer preach what would make everybody want to turn to Christ. Instead, they are more on pay your tithe, give us never lack, Matthew 7:7, ask and it shall be given unto you. Give us, those, like, more on money. There's no hope. Repent, for the kingdom of God is at hand. I'm not joking. Like,
No, but,
there's no salvation kind of preaching. There's no turn to Christ kind of preaching. It's more on you have to give, because give us never lack. You cannot be praying to God to bless you when you've not blessed other people. You need to sow into the hand of your pastor so before you can be blessed. All of those preaching, it is not like, it's a lot. And
I mean-
I'm sorry to cut you, right? I feel like the only reason why somebody would want to go to a church to go and testify for something that is not yours is either the pastor is always doing preaching on you need to either testify of what the Lord is doing for you. More on those people, some people are keeping their this thing, and maybe there's a bit of competition in the church, because that's part of it as well. When there's always competition, maybe when a pastor is preaching, for example, and he's always calling some members because of their reach, then he neglects the other people. These are what causes all these things. Because I mean, I'm just thinking at the back of my head, why will I want to go to the church to go and proclaim what I am not, to go and proclaim what God did not even do in the first place? Do you want to say something?
To be very honest, I mean, yeah, you pretty much like touched on everything, but it's just like Nigerians can never cease to amaze me, because how do you you're given a job, okay, you're given an opportunity to actually work and make money. Like, you want to go and do Uber. I'm pretty sure the same money you'll probably, you know, rack up from Uber, maybe it will be more, but like it'll still be slightly equivalent to like what like they were probably paying you at that job.
Yeah.
But instead, you choose to not only steal your madam's car, he stole his madam's car. He then sold her new MacBook Pro for
That was
100K.
inside the car.
No, for 100K.
Because he
100K
doesn't know the
for
worth.
for a MacBook Pro. Not only that, and then he proceeds to go to his pastor and tells his pastor that I've stolen this car from my work and God has blessed me. And even when you like sit down and look at the pastor, right, you have to like ask yourself, what are you really preaching to the members of your church? What are you really saying to the people of your church? Like, what message or what lessons are you really teaching? Because how can a member of your church body feel comfortable enough to come and tell you that they've literally committed a sin, they've stolen somebody else's property, and they want you to bless this for them? Like, come on now. It's just so many questions. I mean, like, sometimes I have to ask myself, like, is this a joke? Like, are people just, you know, playing around or just trying to do like PR stunts or whatnot? Because like it's not adding up and it's not making any sense that you can really just, you know, steal someone's car and then have the mind and the boldness to take it to church. You've committed one sin, or you're going to church to bless the sin you've committed. Like
it's just annoying. Then I wanted to say something around the economic part, right? I know it's not justifiable, honestly, because I mean, you have to have, you as a person, you should have good attributes, you should have good attitude, you should have good behavior, right? Because of the hardship of the country doesn't make you to now start stealing. Because I feel like that's the excuses the hoodlums and these robbers they give. Oh, everywhere hard. And I'm very sure if you ask him now, he will tell you the reason why I stole it because, like he already said, he wanted to use it as Uber so that you can be making more money. But I mean, it is always very beautiful when you actually have a honest living. Do you get what I mean? When you do things that are honest, it makes you have this free mind. Okay, see you now see you talking about you disgracefully. It's not something that anybody would want for themselves. So this is me saying out there that I understand that the country is hard, because I mean, even me, I dey face am. Do you understand? But that doesn't not give you the tendency or you wanting to go and steal, or you wanting to do something bad or something evil so that you can. I mean, it's not even justifiable. It's not.
You really have to just look at this man's values.
It's not.
And one thing that's really going through my mind is that, like, what the hell was this man actually thinking when he did this? Like what was actually going through his mind? And, like, how did he think that he would do this and get away scot-free? I mean, you are literally just employed somewhere. You're stealing somebody's car and you think that, yeah, like, you steal this car and it will all be good. Like,
so I just remembered something now, and I want to ask you, right? So even still on the social media space, right? There was something I saw. So you know, because of this rainy season and all of that, the rain has been falling too much. So there's no pedestrian bridge to any particular environment. So what some guys did there was to get block and stone, and they tried making road, because that place now was all covered with water. So they tried making road at that place so that people can easily pass, because if not, you won't be able to pass from that place without. If not, you have to pass. If you have to pass there, you have to enter the water. So what they did now was to put stone and all of that so that people can easily pass. So now what the problem now is, since they did that, for anybody that wants to pass there, they collect 100 naira from them. Do you think that was right? Because at the end of the day, they were actually arrested. But what do you think about it?
I mean, like, maybe to them, in their head, it's like, I mean, like, it's my own labor. I mean, I really did stay here and build this bridge. And obviously, like, they're probably, like, thinking of ways to make money, you know. But then again, like, it's honestly wrong for you to come and build something on a property that is not even yours and then start charging civilians or pedestrians. Like,
I mean, I agree on that.
Come on now.
I do.
But yeah, okay, so anyways, moving on. We're gonna see what's next on the streets of social media. So right here, we have a 19-year-old man strangles his mother to death after she served him with eviction notice for refusing to get a job or clean his room. Okay, so obviously, like, often, many times, like, we see many of these stories, and we just have to really start questioning. I mean, it's already been a thing of question, like, what is really going on in the heads of this youth? Like, what environments are they really growing up on? So obviously, the whole scenario reads, a 19-year-old Indiana man is facing decades in prison after he was arrested for allegedly strangling his mother to death. Connor Coblode, 19, has been charged with 2 counts of murder and an aggravated battery in connection with death of his mother, 43-year-old Chanel Burns. On February 5th, police were sent to the home where Coblode and Burns lived in Valparaiso. Anyways, Burns was found unresponsive and not breathing in the living room as Coblode shockingly confessed to strangling her. She was later pronounced dead at a local hospital. He now faces mental health investigations over both his decisions to represent himself at trial and the reasons he allegedly killed his mother. According to the Mail Online, the mother and the son relationship became strained, so she issued him with an eviction letter. She also gave him 30 days to find a full-time job, clean his room, and help out around the house. So as he attempts to be his own lawyer, Superior Court Judge Michael Fish called a mental health professional to investigate his competency. So, yeah. I mean, it's not the first time we've heard multiple stories like this of, young kids or young youths killing their parents, or even vice versa. I mean, young mothers killing their child. I mean, like, just last week there's a story of this mother who stabbed her 4-year-old son 40 times to death. Apparently, like, she was struggling like with alcohol abuse, and like she had a bunch of issues, and so her mother already had custody of like already 2 kids, right? And then so this 4-year-old boy, apparently she just stabbed him to death 40 times. She dumped his body on the side of the highway, and then she lied to police that he was missing. So yeah, based on this story, I'm not gonna say that I'm shocked or that I'm surprised, but I am just gonna say that I am deeply pained that we just still have a lot of cases like this, and it just keeps coming and keeps coming and keeps coming. But yeah, like, what are your thoughts? Like,
I mean, I feel like there are 2 things. There are 2 ways to this thing. So one is, she is a single mother. So this what do they call that? This stereotype of once a child is being raised by a single mom or a single father, single parent, right? They actually don't turn out well. Do you agree?
I mean, yeah, to some extent, because you do need you need both part of the households to raise a child, both parts of the family. So I mean, yeah, oftentimes, I mean, things could go wrong here or there. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, with what you just said, adding to it, right? So I actually think it's the parenting style, and again, what the child is exposed to, because I don't know how. Like, there are a lot of things that when I hear it, I'm like, okay, first of all, I feel like it's what you're already exposed to, or is what you keep seeing, or the people you have around you. This is not me shading anybody, right? Because how would a child, let me not call you a child now, a 19-year-old, right? A 19-year-old, the only thing at the back of your head is wanting to strangle your mother because she's correcting you on something. So number 1, the parenting style is bad. 2, I think he has issues with his mental health. Do you understand what I'm saying? And this is why I will always say, even if you have issues with your mental health, okay, let's assume that he has issues with his mental health, right? Because even in the story, they want to take him now to like a mental health practitioner so that it can be checked and all of that. Now, the mother, even if you don't have enough funds, but I feel like there are certain things you can do to make, because without your brain, you can't actually do anything. Do you get what I'm saying? So if somebody is thinking badly, or is not his mental health is not functioning uprightly, he would definitely have issues. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I mean, the fact, look at the end results. What is there in go and get yourself a job? What is there in always clean your room? And you have to. I mean,
it happens way too often. I mean, like, you'd see how they'd give an example of like would I say like white mom relationships like with their kids compared to like black people. You'll see how like they often like tolerate a lot more, and like how like their kids often like speak to them with authority and whatnot. So in this case, like it's just a thing of where, like, first of all, we have to start looking at ways to support single mothers or even young mothers, because oftentimes it's all like this, young females, who end up getting pregnant, end up not knowing what to do. They have the child, and then they start having like all these problems. And then secondly, we need to start looking for a way to, just like implement what I say, rules, structure into like this kids, like this youths of what I say, America and whatnot, because like the way they're thinking, their mindset, everything is just completely wrong. Like their morals, like how do you bring yourself to, do you know what it is to strangle your mother? You bring yourself to, you're hold like to the point of where she is unresponsive, and afterwards, like they don't even feel like any like remorse or pain. It's just like, what have you been exposed to as a child? Like what are you learning? Like it's just really sad. It's really sad. And the most painful part is that these kids would honestly never truly understand the depths of like what they've actually done. And just so many questions. I don't know. Like, cause beauty, what do you think should be done to someone like this? Like
I already said, thank God he's 19, so he's already above, like he can definitely go to prison for it, right? But we should also take him to meet like mental health kind of thing, so that he is properly checked, honestly. And every other person out there that has, this thing just boiled down to the parenting. Parenting style is key.
It's not just the parenting, it's the parenting, it's the exposure. Let me tell you another story.
Okay,
even oftentimes, so I think there was this girl, so she had a boyfriend, and then so obviously like I think her parents were strict, like her mother and father were strict, like they didn't really like, support her having a boyfriend and whatnot. And apparently like this man was like, slightly older. And so this girl was literally being influenced by her boyfriend, that like her parents weren't good for her, like she should she should be able to like have like her freedom, whatnot, blah blah blah. And apparently this boy was also a part of like a satanic cult, so like he was literally imputing like all these ideas into like the girl's head, until eventually the girl ended up killing both her parents just so that she could run away with her boyfriend. And in her head, she thought that was right, justifiable enough. So it's like these kids are really being exposed to so many things out there that like they really shouldn't be. Like I don't think they're being sheltered enough or even cared for enough. And the thing about America is that I think like in terms of how like this white parents raise their kids, you see here in an African household, it's like your parents take care of you and raise you until like you marry out or whatever. But in a white household, once you turn like from 16, once you turn like 18, like you're out the house, start paying rent, you look for how to like go like start your lives yourselves. And it's like these kids are not even nurtured enough or like trained enough to be able to like put them out into the world, to just let them do what they want. But yeah, so yeah, it's just really sad. But moving on anyways, we're gonna just touch on the next one. And here we have, sorry, just give me a second. Okay, so we have why you should celebrate your breakup or divorce, Apostle Okose said. So there's actually a video. This video cracked me up. This video had me rolling.
I heard
so yeah, we're gonna watch the video and we're gonna have our thoughts, and we're gonna watch it till the end, because when I said this video had me cracking, it had me cracked.
You celebrate breakup. Celebrate that your punishment has reduced. Celebrate that the worst has left you. Celebrate that the nightmare is over. Celebrate that the humiliation and the disgrace and the insult and the see finish, the over familiarity has ended. The reason why most of you are not happy is because you have not celebrated your breakup. Call a party, kill cow. It's not only birthday. Do you know what it means for God to remove the wrong man from your life? You don't even understand. Do you know what it means for you to be free from Satan assistant son, assistant secretary? Do you know what it means for you to be delivered from the shackles of a narcissist? Celebrate your breakup. Be happy. Instead of crying like an idiot. Many of you are supposed to tell God, I'm sorry. God is helping you. You are crying. I love him. I love him. If I slap you, come on, go and celebrate your breakup so that God can make you up. The best man is coming, to whom brain is given, sense is expected. As that man has broke up with you, as you celebrate it with a bottle of champagne and a bottle of wine, and call your friends, kill cow and give them food to eat, and said, Delilah, Jezebel, Helibel, Herod has left my life. Now, the new door that God has planted for you will open. Now, sense to whom brain is given, sense is expected. If you don't get it, it's your business.
Oh my God, this video is literally, when I say the highlight of my day, this video is literally the highlight of my day. I mean, like, first of all, the anger that this man is using to tell people out here to celebrate their breakup, bro, it is funny. I mean, but like to some extent, I mean, like, I hear him. I mean, sometimes, I mean, like, some of you out there are actually dating the devil himself, and this man will literally break up with you, and you'll be doing as if your life is over, like you've died. I mean, girl, get up. So what are your thoughts, God's Beauty?
Honestly, okay, so I don't think I'm in agreement with him 100%.
Definitely not 100. Definitely not 100.
Because,
but
I mean, there are some people that they are the main reason why, I mean, there was a divorce in the first place. So how do you tell someone like that to celebrate, right? But in cases or in a context where the woman has passed through domestic violence, probably or in a situation where she's not even happy in the marriage, right, where she's probably neglected, there's no attention, her love tank is not filled, and all of those things. I mean, when such person comes out of the marriage, I think it's something that you actually need to celebrate, because I mean, this is you now having peace, this is you now being able to progress. Because once you're in a relationship and you're not happy, I was telling the Where's breakfast team? I said, once somebody is not happy about something, there's nothing you want to tell that person. See, it affects every other aspect of that person's life. Yeah. Because I mean, imagine where you don't have joy. You don't have joy in doing anything. Is that same house that you stay? Is that same house that you eat? Is that if you're not working remotely, or I mean, there's no how you won't always come back to the house. So imagine after you've done all your jaye and you've gone to work and you're happy and you're all stressed out, and you're coming back again to come and frown. You're coming back again to get angry. You come back again to shout. Bro, you won't even be okay health wise. You won't. Do you get? Because I mean, thank God for medical statistics. Only you keeping malice alone is already detrimental to your health. You hating someone else is detrimental to your health. Imagine now keeping that for a long time. Do you get what I'm saying? So in that kind of cases, right, I would suggest that they divorce. And when they do, I think that the person should be happy.
I mean, yeah, I mean, in terms of that, like, he's not even only talking about divorce, like, just like relationships in general. And I mean, like, if your relationship or like if your breakup calls for celebration, I mean, by all means, go and celebrate. Because like I said, there's some people out here that are really, you know, being dragged through the mud in their relationship. But I mean, like, if your relationship is one that, you know, deserves love, and like, you know, like you messed up or something, I mean, like, yeah, like, go out there and fix it.
Okay,
but
so I want to put you on the spot.
No, but wait. But the point I just want to make is that, like, I mean, like, you know, if the breakup deserves to be celebrated, I mean, like, by all means, don't, you know, cry over spilled milk. Don't stay there and cry over a man who has done you absolutely dirty, who did not care about you, who did not love you, who was treacherous to you, you know. I mean, like, go out there and celebrate, because I promise you there's always better out there. But yeah, what was your question?
So I wanted to say, right, have you ever rejoiced that someone left your life? Have you?
Baby, no.
Maybe not rejoice, like carry champagne and kick out like the way it was saying. No. But probably just have this peace that, oh, thank God this person has actually left me.
I mean, in terms of not like romantic relationships, because like in that aspect, I mean, like, who gonna leave me?
Hey, okay.
Who gonna leave me? But in terms of like, you know, like certain friendships and whatnot, bruh, I have been so glad that certain people have just...
Give us that gist now. Maybe one.
It's
Maybe
not
one.
even. It's not even like a just at that. Like, I'm just the type of person that like it is very easy for
Okay.
me to like, and I don't even think. See, the fact that I don't even remember just tells you that I don't think about like, bro. Like they've left, they've gone, they've
Oh,
been
wow.
buried, they're dead. I don't know.
I feel you. I feel
So
you.
it's just like, yeah, like I mean, yeah.
Oh my
Move
god.
on. Old things have passed.
I mean, all things are past, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so thanks for sticking with us. We're gonna be going on a short break, and when we come right back, we're gonna be diving into the hot gossip section. So let's stay tuned.
If the foundations be
Is
bad,
faulty, what can the
what
righteous
can the
do?
righteous do? How do we start amending the foundation? And you talked about the Constitution. We've had so many constitutional amendments back and forth, and half the time they're for personal interest and not about we the people. So how do we go about it? Because you've also said we don't have the people. So how do we manufacture
You
them?
see, the collective ignorance in Nigeria is legendary, underestimated. People don't know, right? You see, it doesn't matter how determined you are. A billion fools coming together sincerely to take an action will take a foolish action. It doesn't matter how many they are or how they feel, how much they hate. Determination is not a strategy. Neither is anger, right? People have to learn to subject their feelings to reasoning and allow those reasoning to be guided by truth before they move to action. There's a lot of movement going on in Nigeria, but 99.9% of the time, it's a movement of emotion to action. The reasoning and truth is missing within the gap.
And no strategy.
Now, when you have a critical mass that are terribly ignorant, fearful, and opaque, because you see, you have to understand the character of the Nigerian. He is extremely hopeful. Extremely hopeful. Now, anything you are willing to tolerate will never change. Never.
It's still Gossip Gala. So now is the hot gossip segment. I think it should be like something like a drum roll. Exactly. All right. So on the list, the first gossip we have is men has A1 when it comes to sending nudes. I like the fact that we're talking about nudes today. I see the eye. See the look.
What look?
Oh my God. So I mean, so they are just two persons, right? They had this back and forth on who send nudes more. Is it men that send nudes, or do we just generalize it that okay, both genders are? But let's quickly watch this video. So yeah, we get more insight on it. Oh, okay. So technical issues, I believe. Let's talk a bit about it. As I was saying,
Okay,
first of
so-
all, let's start with let's see how you look.
No.
Okay, so do you believe that men are more when it comes more attending nudes more than women, or do you think we should just generalize it?
No, to be very honest, I would say that men are the main, what's the word I'm looking for? Men are the main instigators of sending nudes, okay? So I would say that men clearly send nudes more because have you ever just been like on your ones and whatnot and like you just receive like some, unsolicited
Messages.
blink picture from a guy and you're
Oh
just
my
like,
God. And like, what's going on?
what the hell? Like, what the hell? Yeah. See, men be doing this thing, like, for fun, for free, like, for the free, like, just for the free. But with the women, yeah, I feel like before, like, a woman, or, like, let me just say in most cases, because obviously I can't speak for most women out there because I guess, like, there's some women out there who would just, put it on like that. But, like, yeah, for most women, like, they'd probably, like, have to, like, build trust with you or, like, even, like, be, like, in a relationship with you to, like, be able to like do things like that. But men are so treacherous with sending nudes, bro.
Does it not make them cheap?
Bro.
What do you think?
Yes, it does. and you know the worst part about it, like I don't
Okay.
even know why you're proud. Like, I mean, first of all, what word can I call it on the thing that I would not get?
Right.
I don't know how men think their thing is pretty to look at. Like, it is not pretty to look at.
I don't think
it is
it's
not
sending
pretty
to-
to look at. It's not pretty to do anything, bro. Like, I mean, like keep that bleep to yourself.
Okay, so I think the video is ready now. Let's quickly watch it, please.
Now, it's about trust at the end of the day, whether you partner or not. I, for one, I feel if you're comfortable with someone well enough to even have sex with the person, you should be comfortable enough to send something. Hold on. Anna, face your front.
Hello, Professor, please.
Do I send news? Yes, I do.
So what? That's why. Because we didn't hear you. Do you say what?
Do I send news? Yes, I do. To specific people.
To specific people.
I know they hide that from now. You don't know who I'm sending it to. Now, within the time I was in a relationship, there was this kind of agreement I had with my ex. There was this agreement I had with my ex. If we're not close to each other, at intervals, send something. It was like an unspoken rule. And we did it. Within the time she traveled out.
About the baddest guy seeing a girl's nude. Even men too, they see their nudes. There's nobody have dated, I think just one. That have not, he has not sent me his nude. Nobody. But the one we go show prick, we go use boss to measure the size. Nobody. So if you send me nudes, men have A1. Men have A1, they send you nudes, not even women. So why would not generalize this on only women? It doesn't make sense.
My God.
Like she like she said, quote unquote, men have A1 and sending nudes. I mean, like, you guys are literally like the main. I mean, like, a woman would not just come and sit down there and be like, let me just. No, like, a man would have to be like, send me something or send me a pic of whatever. Like, you guys are the main instigators of sending nudes or FaceTime, whatever. Like, you guys are just the main instigators. I don't know, like. Okay,
so let me quickly say something. There's something I saw on the comment section, right? And I want to ask you. But it's more like a question and a statement as well. Okay. So the guy said something around, even this guy too, like one of the videos we watched, you hear him when he said when he was dating his ex, they used to send each other nudes and all of that, and that was because they are not like close to each other. Yeah. So probably like the example where she's like far or where she traveled,
like long distance relationships.
So they just send themselves nude, and somehow it's like a more healthy whatever. I mean, but now the Christians would disagree. But let me hear what you have to say. Honestly, the Christians would disagree.
I mean, obviously the Christians would disagree now. Come on. I mean, first of all, I'm Christian. No, let me not say the Christians, but obviously like the church. Let's say the church. The church would disagree, right? But like, to be realistic, to be very honest, I mean, like the way society is right now, the way we've made this world to be right now. I mean, if you're trying to like have a long distance relationship and like you're trying to like sustain that long distance relationship and keep it going, you're gonna have to do certain things to spice it up. I mean, you're gonna have to maybe send one or two. Hey, I'm not saying you should.
Okay, that means you've said to someone.
No. Hey. Don't take my advice out there to people in long distance relationship as my doings. No, it's just me advising the masses. But hey, yeah, I mean, like in cases like that, it wouldn't be that bad because I mean, like, I get it. Like, y'all are not really like seeing each other. You're not there with each other. I mean, like, what other way can you guys really think of? And people nowadays are just like very, 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 very sexual. So it's just like,
let's do it. Okay, so let's
no. Since you asked me that question, right back at you.
Okay.
Let's hear your answer.
Oh my God. Honestly, I've not actually, because I'm more
not if you've not, but like, do you think it's wrong? Like, like in cases like long distance relationships, right?
I don't think it is, right? Like, okay, let me not say I don't think it is. I would say do what you think makes your relationship healthy. That's what I would say. So it's not on me to say whether it's right or whether it's wrong, because I mean, to some person, like I was talking about the Christians now, right? They don't even, we don't accept having sex before marriage. So is it nudes that we not accept? Do you understand? So yeah, we kick against it big time. But I mean, who am I to not tell you what is right or what is wrong and what will make your relationship spicier or healthy or healthier?
But girls, really, okay. So say you were in a long distance relationship, right?
Yeah.
Would you send this to your partner?
I just said no. There are other things. See, because what they keep telling you is, oh, we are doing it so that we'll be able to have good bond. My brother, let's be talking. Communication. We are gonna be talking, and I'm not joking. So I'm big on communication. I'm big on attention and all of those things, right? So imagine I have a partner like that too. Trust me when I say sending notes will not be the last thing we are thinking of.
But there's another aspect I really want to touch about, because like also watching the video, I know some other girl came out and she was like, okay, like you're doing this right now. You think you trust the person right now, and so what and so forth, right? Yeah. But then you have cases where like people have come out to say that like, okay, I was in a relationship, I send this guy nudes, or like we meet like a tape or whatever, and then like they break up, right? And next thing you know, like their thing is online. Their pics are online. Their tapes are online. And it's just like, so like in cases like that, like what do you really have to say? Because it happens quite often. A lot.
Even down to our celebrities, right? Because I mean, I
oh my God, no. I have seen a lot of things that I'm really not supposed to see from you men out there. Like,
I mean,
it's trifling.
I wanted to say this. That I feel like that's one of the reasons why I would tell so many people not to actually send their notes. Because number one, you are thinking this person is sane because this person is in love with you. Once you guys are out of that love zone, see, you cannot tell what you can see. People can be very. Let me not use the word mad, but people can do anything.
People can be very mad.
People can do anything to hold you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Like, like control or like determine, like depict what like someone is really.
Another thing is.
I have a good story. No, just go on. I have a good story.
Another thing is, I think when I was checking through the comment section, someone said something around, cases where what's the name now? Cases where probably you want to now run for a politician office, a political office, and all of those things, or you want to be a politician, or anything that has to do with people seeing you out there. Now, where they say social media never forgets, and they're like, okay,
it really never does. It really never does.
It's either one person that do not like you, or you will just see it outside, or this this WhatsApp call, when you hear this, it's encrypted end to end. Somehow, I don't believe in that, because the truth is, one way or the other, these people are seeing it. So I want you heard cases of I never posted this thing. I've never sent this to somebody. See, but how did it get there? So
there be multiple cases. Or say there was this story. Okay, so this was like back in high school, right? There was this girl that like was dating this guy in our school, and like she was really obsessed with the guy. Like she was really, really into the guy, whatever. And then the guy, we all knew that like the guy was not like that into her, right? And like we try and tell her, but like I guess she was like, love-blooded or whatnot. So time from time, like this girl would like make tapes with the boy, send the boy nudes and whatnot. And meanwhile, while she was doing all of this, this guy like had like a group chat with like all his mates. No, first of all, he was also cheating. He was cheating on her this whole time. Not only that, but like this guy had like a group chat with like all like his boys, like most like the boys from the set, right?
Yeah.
And then it was titled "Girls News I Received" or "Girls I've Bleeped" or like "Girls like I've Smashed." And like each time like these people like would send them nudes, like they'd have like another device, record it and then like send it into the group chat. So meanwhile, you're doing this thinking like you're doing it like in privacy, but like the whole school or like the whole world can like see your nudes or like your naked body, and it's just like. Yeah, men out there are not to be like, bro. I would just advise like there's really no point of sending nudes. I mean,
honestly,
it doesn't do anything. it doesn't bring about anything.
The disadvantages are even more than the advantage.
You'd rather just keep your self-respect and keep your dignity, because you really don't know what that person is gonna do. Like you really can't tell like if you can actually like trust that person or not trust that person, because people are mad.
Okay, so speaking to not trust, right? There's a pastor's preaching that I really don't trust. But let me say this. Now, he said, your husband isn't your friend, he's your owner. If you don't want to be owned, don't get married. I don't know how somebody, and do you know the annoying part? He actually read from the scripture. It's how people read the Bible and translate it into something else. So it's more like, how did you start reading this Bible? Did you start from Revelation? Because I don't get. Well, let's watch this video. Let's watch this, please.
Your friend is your honor. No, you did not hear me. You are owned by your husband. 3 verse number 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. The word Lord means master honor. You don't want to be owned, don't get married. You are not an equal to your husband. No, you are not even a friend or a partner. No, you are owned. This is why I said to you men, don't accept when your wife calls you baby. No, never.
Oh no! This is not even something to laugh about. We are talking about the fact that the right information are not even passed across. This is an example,
and you're preaching to like a whole body of people, and it's just like you're saying absolute. What do you mean by this? Is why I tell these men, don't let your wife or your woman call you baby. Like, I'm so sorry, but I so much pity and pray for this man's wife. I mean, if he's married, I am seriously praying for his wife, because I cannot imagine what this woman is going through right now. Like, what do you mean by you're owned by your husband? Are you a property? I mean, are you someone's property?
Hey,
I mean,
God.
Call your husband my Lord. Some people's mindset and mentality, I mean, it's just backwards. It's just washed up. It's just not there, because how do you honestly come and like preach to a mass of people, telling them that you are meant to be owned by your husband? I'm pretty sure the Bible did not say that, and I'm pretty sure that's not the translation, or that's not the message that God was trying to pass across.
I think he read.
Don't come out here and be preaching rubbish and be giving the wrong messages to people. I mean, what the hell?
If I'm to just quickly add this, because time is not on our side, right? Now, Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9 to 10 says, no, you see, you don't reach this level.
Please
now,
pull
it
up
said
the
two are
receipts.
better than one. There was nowhere in the Bible that God said that you are the man owns anything. No.
Or is superior.
Even or is superior. No. Even in Genesis chapter 2, verse 18, the Bible made us to understand that he created woman to help. So you own nobody. You're not own. See, I don't understand where they got this whole mindset of, and I feel like that's the. I mean, these are what is resulting to domestic violence. Because how do you not tell a man that you are superior?
Exactly.
You're supposed
scary.
to. No,
You're imputing absolute rubbish into this young man's head. And what do you think they're not going to do? Like when they grow up and eventually get married, they're going to think that I own you. Like I can do anyhow. Like I'm your master. Your wife is meant to be like your partner. Your wife actually is your equal. She's your other half. You do not own her.
You guys are partners.
You do not have superior possession over her. I mean, like
Jesus.
You guys are equal. And I don't even who let this man come. I mean, sorry. Do you guys not run through you guys don't do rehearsals, run through what your church program is going to be like, or run through the preachings of the service? Because who really let this man come out here and preach to an entire congregation of people that
my God,
you are meant to be owned by your husband?
No.
And that's also why you see, all these little girls, being deceived out here, entering relationships where they're just completely dominated, and they have no say, and they're pretty much treated as slaves. It's just come on now. And first of all, we need to hold the congregation accountable. Number one.
It's him in question.
That pastor needs to be locked up. The word is locked up, because imagine the people out there that actually seated there and now listening to him and taking what he's saying in. Because I mean for you to come and preach in front of a mass of people, I'm the people seated there must obviously think that you have the right credentials, the rights to do so, and then you're coming out here to these people and deceiving them and lying to them and preaching what God did not clearly tell you to preach. And it's just
you own nobody. Let me just put this out there. Then women are supposed to be your helpmates. You guys are partners, right? So it's just like the way Mildred, that's Pastor Kinsley's wife, will always say, you guys are coming together. That's why somebody with somebody that the person's destiny is not quite far cannot follow another. It's just like when two persons are not meant to be, you would know. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If somebody is thinking of a Lexus and you just want a probably a Camry, you guys are not on the same page. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it takes for two people to come together. You two of you coming together. Even the Bible said, you two of you coming together, you will become one. So you guys are supposed to be partners. Nobody is owning anybody. You like you said, you guys. No, there's no property anywhere. Do you get? Were you the one that built her? Were you the one that made her? That you are becoming owner?
But this is just what I have to say. I mean, sorry, just quick question. Was this like Nigeria, like the church?
No, this is in Zimbabwe.
Okay, I was just about to say, but I can't lie.
This can never happen in Nigeria.
Either way. I mean, like, God help Africa, because, bro, like, what are you really telling like these people out here? It's bizarre. It's so bizarre.
So let's take a short break, guys, because I mean, this is a lot. I'm very sure you're interested to hear what the hottest gossip is. Quick break, please. Stay with us.
So from a sovereignty perspective, from what I call it, a PR perspective, a brand image perspective, not to mention the security challenges, the modes of transportation of presidents is important. So the question is not whether they should have a jet. Yes, they should have a jet. If my president turned up tomorrow on a local flight, I would be embarrassed. So, yes, we should have a private jet. The problem is, as it exists today, we already have a fleet. There were planes before, right? So the question is about needing to purchase a new one, right? And I keep saying that the management of the image of this administration is one that could be better, could be handled better, right? When we want to get things done, they've shown us, this administration has shown us that they will get it done. It took one speech to remove fuel subsidy. It did not take them how long to pass a new national anthem, right? So you keep validating the perspective that you are disconnected from the reality of your citizens. Absolutely. And that is a problem. So thanks for sticking with us. It's still the Double G Gossip Gala, and we are now on the hottest segment for today. So right here, it reads, I'm scared for Sharon Ooja. If I were her, I'd have gone to meet with her husband's former wives for a fact-finding session, concerned online in-law Ada said. So they also stated that you're not making use of your head. There's nothing like love at first sight. God did not tell you that Ugo Nwoko is your husband. You will still cry, and I will be here to watch it. Wow. Relationship guru tells actress Sharon Ooja for getting married to her husband after a few months of meeting each other. It's been an exhilarating journey with all of you. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. So, obviously, I mean, I don't really have, too much insights on this whole Sharon Ooja thing. I mean, I just kind of, found out, who she was 2 days ago, I would say. But it's just crazy to me that, okay, you meet someone, right? Okay, you meet this person, you find out that this person has a trademark of divorce. I mean, he's literally gotten divorced 3 times now. And then you meet this person, not even up to, 3 months or whatever, you're already getting married to this person. It's come on now, what is going through your head? It's the man may have money or whatnot, but then you must be smart enough to see that there are red flags. I mean, he's had not 1, not 2, not 3, but multiple divorces. And then you first of all met him, and the first thing he did say to you was that he loved you, or he loves you. I mean, how do you meet someone off the bat and they're love bombing you? This is some serious love bombing. They're love bombing you, and you feel I found the one. God told me that this is him.
Okay, so before I say anything, let me quickly ask you this. So what time duration would you say would have been perfect? since if three months is too short for them to get married, and I mean 13 years is literally too long for them to wait before they get married. So what time
I mean, to be very honest, on a thing like that, I mean, you can never really necessarily put a time duration, but come on now. I would say that, like, I mean, for you to get married to someone, you at least need to know this person.
So you think in 3 months you can't know them?
No. It's not like you cannot know them, but okay, like in 2 months, okay, you've gotten to somewhat. Okay, no, you can't know a person in 2 months. Most definitely not. No, you cannot know a person in 2 months.
Okay.
Let me not even try and make that fact sound all right.
Yeah, okay.
But what I'm saying is that, like, when I say like you can't like really like put like a time to it, it's like you could like get to know someone like in a span of like, you know, a year to 2 years, you know, 2 years to 3 years, or so on forth. But it's just like, how do you meet someone, you know, 2 months right off the bat? You found out that this person has had like how many failed marriages, and you think that your own marriage is now what's gonna, you know, successfully go through. It's like, what are you really thinking? Like, what's really going through your head? And not only that, I mean, like, females. I know I've not told you guys on here before, but I will say it.
Okay.
You guys need to know when a man is love bombing you, okay? It is not normal for someone to just see you, approach you, and right off the bat, oh, I love you, I want to marry you, you're the one, please, I fall in love with you, oh my god, no, like for real, like when would you guys learn that it never goes well with love bombing? I mean, like, this man is literally just trying to entrap you into his wicked nest and whatever wicked plans he has for you, because I promise you his intentions can never be good.
Okay, so when I was checking through that, right, there was something she also said. Now she said the guy divorced like 3 other persons, then later got married to her. So is his fault? Because for having those things, because I hear you now when you also said, oh, why are you getting married to someone that already has that record? But what if it is not its fault that those his previous marriages
see that's why. Okay, so the person who even made the statement, you see, she even suggested that it's best that the Sharon Ooja go to them themselves. Wives. But even if
is that proper? Does that even make sense?
No. Even if first and foremost, that is embarrassing. That is very embarrassing.
Thank God you know.
But then again, I mean, like, you really cannot believe what a man would tell you, because men lie for a living. I mean, men wake up, they take their first breath of air, and they just start to lie. I mean,
oh my God,
they just start to lie unconstitutional. Like, you just start to lie, you know. So it's like, this man, you see, like, he has clearly had problems, whatever the problems they may be. I mean, like, in a relationship, right? I mean, one person cannot always be the problem. Right. One person is definitely not the problem. So if this man has had 3 failed marriages, you have to think and ask yourself, or more like, okay, I just met this man, or this man has had 3 failed, in a span of how long even, this man has had 3 failed marriages. Like, why should I now think that, like, oh, like, this is all gonna go right? Like,
no,
it doesn't make sense.
Like I said, I don't think he's at fault. I don't think it's his fault completely. Even though I don't know why the relationship failed, because the truth is, for a particular, it's an institution, right? For that institution to break down, the 2 parties have their own share of whatever made it come down. Do you understand? Is that one person refuses to work out, or work out whatever the other person is complaining about? You get what I'm saying? But there's definitely the 2 persons are not agreeing, and that's why there's a divorce.
When you look at it now, and in this situation, wouldn't you just think of it like as a pattern? I mean, okay, you got married the first time, you divorced, second time divorce, third time divorce, now you're getting married again. Like, anyone is just gonna think that, like, you're just onto like the same thing, like it's a pattern. So I mean, it's crazy, but I guess that's it for today. So, you know, thanks for sticking with us. It was a lovely one today. I had a good time.
I had a good time too.
And obviously, you can catch us tomorrow, same time. And just know that if it's trending, we
are talking.
Thank you.